You've probably seen this happen. A company builds an AI proof of concept. The demo looks impressive, the model works, everyone gets excited, and then nothing happens. 6 months later, the AI is still sitting in a prototype environment and nobody knows how to get it into production. So, why does this happen? The uncomfortable reality is that building an AI demonstration is often the easy part. The difficult part is everything around the AI: data, security, integration, operations, and ultimately proving that the system creates enough business value to justify putting it into production. It usually starts with a good idea. Maybe customer service could be automated. Maybe employees need a better way to find information. Maybe a manufacturer wants to predict equipment failures, or maybe an insurer wants to automate document processing. The company picks one use case and builds a proof of concept, and initially everything looks great. The prototype might answer questions accurately. It might classify documents. It might predict a failure. It might even use an AI agent to call tools and complete tasks. At this stage, the project can look almost finished. But there's a big difference between demonstrating that AI can work and building an AI system that a business can actually depend on. The first problem is usually data. A prototype might use a small, clean data set. Production systems don't have that luxury. Real enterprise data is distributed across databases, applications, documents, APIs, and sometimes spreadsheets. It can be incomplete, inconsistent, outdated, or difficult to access. So the question changes from, can the AI answer this question, to, can the AI reliably access the right information every time? The second problem is integration. An AI model rarely operates by itself. It needs to interact with the systems that run the business. A knowledge assistant may need to retrieve documents. An AI agent may need to call an API. A predictive maintenance system may need sensor data, and a claims application may need to send results back into an existing workflow. The AI has to become part of the enterprise architecture. Then there's security. A prototype can often assume that everyone is trusted. Production cannot. Who is allowed to access the AI? Which documents can they see? What data can the model retrieve? Can an agent execute an action? And what happens if someone sends the system a malicious prompt? These questions have to be answered before the system becomes operational. The fourth problem is reliability. A demo only needs to work when you're showing it. A production system needs to work tomorrow and next week, and when the data changes, and when the model makes an unexpected decision. You need monitoring, logging, error handling, evaluation, and a way to understand what went wrong. And finally, there is business value. This is perhaps the most important question. Does the AI actually improve something that matters? Does it reduce processing time, reduce operating costs, improve customer experience, reduce risk, increase revenue? Because an impressive AI model isn't enough. The business needs a measurable reason to keep it. And this is where many AI projects get stuck. The company hasn't failed to build AI. It's failed to build the bridge between the AI prototype and the production environment. That bridge contains data engineering, application architecture, security, integration, testing, monitoring, and business validation. But there's another mistake companies can make. They recognize the production problem and immediately try to solve everything. They launch a massive AI platform initiative, new infrastructure, new data platform, new governance framework, new tooling, millions of dollars of investment, and sometimes very little actual business value. There's a better way. Instead, start with one meaningful business problem. Choose a use case where the data exists, the business owner is engaged, and the outcome can be measured. Then build a small but production-oriented implementation around that use case, not just a demo, a real pilot. A good production AI pilot tests more than the model. It tests the complete system. Can we access the data? Can the AI produce reliable results? Can it integrate with existing applications? Can users interact with it securely? Can we monitor it? And most importantly, does it actually improve the business process? The goal isn't to build the entire enterprise AI environment on day one. The goal is to prove the architecture, the technology, and the business value on a controlled scale. Then you have something much more valuable than a proof of concept. You have evidence, and that evidence can be used to decide what should scale. So the difference between an AI project that stays a prototype and one that reaches production isn't necessarily a better model. It's the engineering and business disciplines surrounding the model. That's what turns an AI experiment into an operational system. This is how we think about enterprise AI. Start with a real business problem. Build a focused production pilot. Validate the data, architecture, security, and AI performance. Measure the outcome, and only then decide what should scale. If your organization has an AI proof of concept that isn't making it into production, the next step probably isn't another AI demo. It's understanding what's stopping it. That's exactly the problem a production AI pilot is designed to address. If you'd like to explore what that could look like for your organization, get in touch with Luke Radine.